Hello, this is Airplane Oxygen Not Included. It has been a while. I don't think I've been able to play the whole month of September. Incredibly busy, but here I am once again. It was a very big episode. I remember that last time I got the Carnivore achievement here on this little asteroid, which is on hard mode. Tube's eating twice the amount of calories. I don't have teleportation. And, oh yeah, that's right. I haven't been using wood. So my source for producing water is sitting right there. So very happy with what I've achieved. The question is, what do I do now? And I think that is just about making a base that's sustainable. Given the fact that we get the Carnivore achievements out, I think I'm going to film this differently. I was doing regular episodes, I believe Thursdays, Sundays. I'm just going to release things as I have them, as they're ready. No more than once a day, but that's going to give you the opportunity to comment a bit, and I can take that advice into my playthrough as I go. So right now, I guess I just have to familiarize myself, since it's been more than a month, where I am, and decide what the next actions are going to be. Can see that I had a plan here to set up a hydrogen pump that's going to allow me to get rid of this a little bit. So I guess that's the first thing that we're going to do here. It looks like we don't have any power, so how about we bring that into this just like that. Decided it is time to get rid of the pump. Roll one anyways. We'll get rid of this line as well. That's going to allow me to build a ladder all the way through. Just like this. See, this was never set, so I'll make sure I do that now before I forget. That's hydrogen. And this value usually do about 2 minutes. We'll set that to 120. And this looks like an opportunity we can slide in a fireball. While I move that pump, I'm just putting in some natural tiles here, because I can see I had a plan of planting some of this plume squash along this direction, so I'll allow this to happen. Two of the natural tiles that we're going to make. Had to dig out something that Pip did, but I'll give them the opportunity to plant that in the future. Yeah, Pip putting plume squash in right there. Get that out. Got some natural tiles being made down for another layer. And we're expanding to the left. So we'll put more natural tiles. The new hydrogen pump is now running way up here. We're just expanding this a little bit just to make it easier for oxygen to make its way down and hydrogen up. It appears we've got a starving tube, so I am cooking some pike apple skewer, but I'm also going to have to go to consumables. I had it set up, I'm pretty certain before, such that dupes were not eating frost buns and pike apple skewer either, just so that I could absolutely ensure that everything that they were eating before was meat. But that was due to the Carnivore achievement. Now that that's out of the way, I probably should allow my dupes to eat other types of food. Miner digging into this little area just so that we can get some additional plume squash seed. And we've got a little bit of melting material, so I'm going to move some of this ice into this area where I'm converting it to water, rather than it having to make a mess like this. Ended up deciding to poke into this area, get rid of the pump. We're going to raise that just a little bit. Going to try to minimize the amount of construction up here because it is very radioactive and the dupes are very sensitive to that. But I do want to get a red bolt generator. This will be the first red bolt generator of this playthrough. Obviously, material steady terminal. It's going to be one in this area someplace. Pip is busy, already planted a new plume squash plant in this little new area. We're going to continue to make natural tiles so they can produce even more wild plants. So we decided to move the gas pump to the top area a little bit further. Unfortunately, that does mean I'm going to be building a radioactive area for a little bit, so expecting some sick dupes for the next little bit. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want to create a room. And down here, I want to have the material study terminal while taking advantage of this very radioactive area to get in the red bolt generator. So we've got the hydrogen sensor, filter, pump. I guess I'm going to need to expand my gas pipe. Like that. I've sent Builder up here to wrangle this little spigot seal. And have them with that in this stable down there. This is going to be the first stable. That's going to have one of these guys. Because I suspect I'm going to want their output material for cooking. And this is a spigot seal that's 75. So I'll leave my wild ones there and produce my first team versions in this little room. Come on, Builder, you can do it. There we go. Let's see if I just move Builder. Will they attend to the critter at the same time? Yeah, look at that. This, it kind of looks like he's sticking his unicorn in to get the actual material inside. This one's harvest ready. Fortunately, I thought ahead and I put in this carved lumen quartz to get some of this stuff growing. This is the actual pump going in. Let's put in the settings. 120 here. Already have this set to hydrogen. And we've got our new hydrogen pump in just seconds. Oh, whoops. Forgot the power. Gross. Starting to install the material study terminal. This will be the second laboratory that we have. Got light access automation to turn this guy on and off based off of this power shutoff. And just before I actually let this thing run, the red bolt generator fall into here, we better make sure we close this off so dupes actually walk in this way. I left this little wild plant here, sleet wheat, in process. And I also need to make a dedicated electrical line. Call this the North Circuit. Maybe put a transformer right about there. That's going to take heavy watt wire line going in like this. Convert that to heavy watt wire as well. As we'll do this. Snap this here and here. Take that little section out. It is start of cycle 107. I see some spilt mercury down in this zone here. Let's see, where did it go? There it is. Looks like potentially from this guy here. So we're going to seal that off, so that's done. Do a similar thing right here. And I'll have to have a place to store this stuff, just so it doesn't leak everywhere. Actually, maybe I'll just leave this alone for now, so that will just accumulate down here. down here as well. Too much? Okay, we'll just leave that. Just last little touches on this system. We also have our transformer in now. So that's directing power, dedicated line, up to this little zone. We should have a laboratory, I think, after these two tiles are in. Just a quick look. If that's the case, I think we can turn this on. Yeah, there it is, laboratory. Let's disable this building. Actually, they can't reach that building anyways, because I closed that, but anyway. That's just there to mark this is a laboratory. And our hydrogen pump is running, that's good to see. So I disconnected this until this thing is ready, but it is now ready. Thanks to the fact that I've got that going through a NOT gate up in here that's feeding power. Now we're going to be consuming more power because of that, so I have to be aware of that aspect of it. Got a tuned up hydrogen generator. We do have some hydrogen in there, but you might want to watch these two guys. I might have to enable one of those sometime soon. I also put in, let's see, oh, some guys need to some work. We're going to dump some water here, just that I was getting some water in this zone. We don't want that to happen. But it looks like I need to take a moment to figure out what we do next. So I believe we need some more plume squash seed. See some over here, or at least a single piece, so we'll dig into that area. At the same time, we're going to research the first thing using this material study terminal, and a deep fryer is what I want first, because I want to start to convert some of the plume squash. What we have for that, it's 155,000 calories into fries. And just check here that this guy's happy, because I will want more tallow in the future, so that's good. That gives the first project that we're going to use the material study terminal with. This guy's about halfway through. It's good to see. And that's going to give me the ability to have a new source of food. Because while we're waiting for my main source of food, I see a little bit of meat accumulating, or future meat anyway, accumulating down here. I'm not running the incubator as much, so we're going to have a bit of an outage from the pemmican, so having fries be able to cook in the kitchen would be awesome. There's the first red bolt going into our materials study terminal. Scientists working away on the fries research, or the fryer research. And just in case you're curious, I don't have printed packages, only dupes, so no point in getting anything from that. What am I at? That's 7 dupes right now, but given the fact that they eat twice the amount of calories, that's 14,000 calories. Or no, double that. Or yeah, 14,000, because we only have 7. Every cycle needs to be consumed. Well, I think that is going to be it for today. It has been a while. So picked up this base yet again on a very challenging mode. Though no longer going for the Carnivore achievement, because that was achieved last time. But I still find myself, I had to roll back once or twice because I'm restricting certain types of food like the plume squash. I did have to roll back a few times just because dupes starved from not having appropriate food, but I'm just managing that now. Maybe we'll make a few more of these for next time. But what do we achieve? So expand it down in this area. In fact, I think we can go further down and get more plume squash growing. So a little bit more wild plume squash for the future. We still are growing a good amount over here, but that is going to use our resource of ethanol, so that won't last forever, hence why we're going for the wild version in that area. And of course, this new materials study terminal. So we're starting off by investing in gourmet meal prep so we can get the deep fryer. But there's lots of other great tech that this is going to lead to, and utilizing the fact that this asteroid has these little guys here, crash satellites, which has caused a little bit of sickness, but I shouldn't need to build in this zone too much from this little point on, I suspect. Alright, well, give me some of your thoughts, because it's been more than a month. I could very well be missing something big at this point. One thing I have not done at all in any of my playthroughs is experimented with this guy, the heat pump. So I have a goal of getting down there, probably not in the next episode. Next little bit is just stabilizing, particularly with food. I'd like to get up to maybe 10 dupes as well, and get into more advanced tech, just to automate and just expand this space a little bit more. We've got the Carnivore achievement, we've got the turn of the century, but let's turn this space into something that, something where these dupes can survive a little bit further along. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time. I suspect there'll be an episode out tomorrow. I'm just going to release these as I have them, just so I can get your feedback, because there is a bunch of new things. Don't forget, I don't have teleportation, so the only way to get off this rocket, or yeah, this asteroid, is with a rocket. So there's that. There's the heat pump, which, as I mentioned, I have no idea what that's about. So there's tons of fun stuff to explore just yet. Till then. And we'll just end with seeing scientists use the material study terminal for the first time.